Okay, I'm back for some more trading here. I just wanted to show really quick. I did take a trade yesterday, or actually I think it was the day before yesterday, and then yesterday it went through. It was just a code, actually no, it was yesterday. It went through very quickly. It was a code 6 trade for the standard 80 ticks that I've been going for, and the count was at 259. Now the count's at 265. Made roughly 6,000. 15 contracts, $25 a tick. I mean $75 a tick times 80 ticks. So that comes out to be 6,000. And but I don't think it was quite 6,000. It was probably like 5,800 or something like that. But anyway, they count now at 265. And I'm going to set up a trade here to go long using code 7. This is going to be a code 7 trade, not a code 6 trade. And I'm going to set it up right now. I'm going to do a buy stop 15 quantity, 34,739, good till canceled, trigger outside. Go ahead and place it. And then on the stop, once I get in, I'm going to want to get back out again. Of course, I can place a stop order too. I can place a stop, I can place a limit. I'm going to place a limit right now. We're going to go, this is code 7, but I'm still just going to go for the standard 80 ticks. So that would be 839, 829, 819. 819, back off 20 ticks from the 39. That gives me 80 ticks. 34, 819. You can see it up here. And then I'll go ahead and transmit that. Make it active. Okay, it's now an active order, a part of this one. So it's going to get me in if the price hits 34,739, which has got to go up to here to hit that, the green line. And then it'll get me back out at 34,819 for 80 ticks. This will be a code 7 trade. Code 7, code 6, you can trade these every day, and they basically work virtually every day. Not 100%, but close to it. Anyway, I will be back to, of course, show the progression, or at least the outcome of this trade. Okay, I am back here. I've been waiting for a code 7 trade to go through with a buy stop at 34,739 up here. And it is going down, and right now I am tracking a code 6 signal. Looks like it's going to go code 6 short. I'm going to go ahead and take it. And I'm going to set the order up now. It's going to be a sell stop, quantity 15, stop 34,416. Confirm that. That is correct. Good till canceled, trigger outside. Setting up the sell stop now. Okay, sell stop is in place. I'm going to go for the standard 80 ticks. Okay, 416 would be 316, 2636, 336, 336, 16, 2636 for 80 ticks. Setting it now, transmit. Okay, so now I've got it in place. Now, if it goes down and hits this red bar at 34,416, it'll sell short. And then it'll go down and it'll hit the 80 tick exit. Now it may turn back around and go back up again, or it may go back up again right now, but it may go back up again and go back up and hit a code 7 signal to go long again. It could easily do something like that. Or it might go up right now and actually go code 6 long. If it goes code 6 long, it'll also be a code 7 as well. So if it goes long, it's both code 7 and code 6 long. However, if it goes short, and I got the order set up now, It'll be a code 6 short. Still no code 7, no signal. But it'll be a 6 short, hit the exit, it could turn back around again, and then go code 7 long. This is called trading with mathematical precision. It is the best kind of trading you could possibly do. You just need to know what you're doing and execute it properly, not make mistakes. It's easy to make mistakes. Even I always double check everything, even sometimes triple check, to make sure that I don't have the wrong number in there, the wrong price, something like that. Usually it's the wrong price. Anyway, I will be back to show the progression of this trade. We got two potential trades going now, a code 6 short and a code 7 long. I can always cancel any of them I want and place different orders as the code may change, in the sense that it might go long instead of short, it might go short instead of long. These things can always happen. But that's why you set your orders in advance and let them go. Makes trading very, very easy. Anyway, I will be back to show you the progression and of course at least the outcome of this trade. Okay, I just got the signal that the trade went through, and so I'm in it now at let's see, what was the fill price? 34,741. And I'm just going to go for the quick 80 ticks. It probably won't take very long. Let me see where we at right now. Yeah, it probably won't take very long. Probably within an hour or so, it should probably make the exit. I'm only going for 80 ticks, and actually, I should be going for more than this because we just got a code 7 and a code 6 at the same time to go long. So that's pretty powerful. It should actually move up pretty good here, actually. I would say it should move up at least 200 ticks, if not even 400 ticks off of a code 7 and code 6. This would be the kind of trade that you would be looking to get a larger trade than normal. I'm thinking about going for it here because the math is pretty good. I'm trying to think about what the math is actually. It's pretty darn good. But as you start to go for more and more ticks, the math reduces. And I like to keep it really, really high. But 80 ticks is a bit conservative for this trade. I'm trying to think what I should go for. Let me watch it for a little bit, see how it plays out, and see what it does at the Open, at the USA Open, and see how it acts. It might shoot up really big. And if it does, I may go on, get rid of the order here, cancel the order. And let me get rid of the other one, by the way. We need to get rid of this sell stop at 416. That gets rid of the buy limit. And then I just got this one now, the sell limit at 819. That's just for 80 ticks. So I'm trying to think here what I should go for. Let me just think about it mathematically. Code 6 and code 7. Code 7 would automatically be good for 120, but on this particular circumstance, it should be good for 200. Yeah, I would say about 200 ticks is pushing 80, well, let's just say 80%. 200 ticks by 80% chance of hitting it. About a 70% chance of hitting more than that, like 300. And maybe like a 60% chance of hitting 400, or maybe closer to 55% chance, maybe something like that. I'm just saying, this doesn't come around very often where you see a code 7 and a code 6 go in the same direction at the same time. It doesn't happen very often. So when it does, you see them pop. And so I am expecting that this thing is most likely going to pop. And what I mean by that is it's going to go up quite a bit. And 80 ticks is too conservative to go for. Math on 80 ticks is probably easy 100%. So I'm going to back off on the math a little bit, back to about 90, even 80%, and go for more ticks. Anyway, I will come back shortly to show the progression of this trade and possibly going for more ticks than what I'm going for. Okay, I wanted to show that I had got the limit order changed to 34,875 for the exit, and it's getting semi-close to it now. It went up to 829 so far. So still got a little ways to go, but getting closer. And this is an increased exit because we've just gotten a code 7 signal to go long. So I'm just going for the standard 80 ticks off this code 7. I could go for 120, but just to keep the math really super high, I'm just going to stick with just 80 ticks off code 7. And so we had gotten a code 6 and a code 7 before that, and now we just got another code 7 to go long. So it should be able to make it to the exit with no problem. Very, very high mathematics. And I'll come back to show the progression and, of course, the outcome of this trade. Trade is getting closer. Still got a ways to go. Just want to show where it's at really quick before I leave. I'm going to leave right now. I'll be back in maybe an hour or so. It's good chance it's going to make it to the exit while I'm gone. So this is one of the beautiful things about the codes. You know where to enter and where to exit with high math. So they can just place the order and let it go. You've got high math on your side the whole entire time. You don't have to worry about making a decision about this or that or about news coming out or anything like that. Makes no difference whatsoever. The codes are the codes, and they work with incredible mathematical accuracy. Anyway, I will be back, hopefully, to show the outcome of this trade. It'll already be out by the time I get back. But if not, it may take more hours, may take 2 more hours, 4 more hours, 6 more hours, 8 more hours, whatever it takes. The point is that it will make it. That's the important part. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay, trade came, let's see, 24 ticks. The high, 34,851. It came 24 ticks away from the exit, 875. Here's the thing, is we've got another signal to go long, code 6. Now I could easily go for more trades here, but what I want to do is I just want to get out of this trade right here, and because I need to go somewhere. So I'm hoping that it will go ahead and pop up, hit it, and then I'm going to go. I'll be gone for a while, and I'll come back. I'm going to start doing more trading. I just haven't had the time to really do it. But as you can see, if you use the signals, the codes, the code signals is really what they are. Because it's giving you an entry, it's giving you an exit, etc. It's giving you a signal on the trade, what to do. So if you use that, your count just grows and grows and grows. Just keeps growing. And that's what all of us traders are just looking to do, is to make it. See, if you can make successful trades over and over again, you make money. But by the same token, if you were to lose these trades over and over again, you would lose money, obviously. So the whole secret is to get them right. That's what the codes represent, is the ability to get the trade right the vast majority of time, which obviously equals your account to go higher and higher. At 272 right now as we're speaking, and it was, I started off I think at 245. So if this trade is successful, which it will be, it'll be up to around, I'm not sure exactly, but 277 or something like that. So about 30,000 in a relatively short period of time. And I'm just playing around. I'm able to do some serious trading, especially once I get higher and higher in the account, because I can take multiple different trades at the same time and take maximum advantage. You get 200 ticks off of a stock code 5, get 100 or 80 ticks off of a code 7, another 80 ticks off of code 6, if they go the opposite direction especially. And get code 4. Code 4 is coming I'm going to be able to hit, 1,000 tick trade or a big trade off of the code 4. You could do the code 4 for the Forex, code 4 for the Dow. The Forex works fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Bitcoin just dropped from 70,000 down to 52,000. Well, guess what? Code 5 had you at the very top. You would have aced the top on Bitcoin using code 5 and gone short. And then it went short again off of another code 5, and then it went short again off of another code 5. So you can just use the codes on everything, gold, everything, you name it. And they work like magic. Code 5 is especially good. A lot of people underestimate code 5. It is a really good code. In fact, I'm going to start showing it. I've been showing code 6. I've been showing code 7. This is both a code 6 and a code 6. They keep going long. The codes keep going long. Yeah, so you're just able to write it up as they go long like this. Sometimes the codes will go in opposite directions. It'll go long and another code will go short. And then another code might go long. That's a chop market. But if they keep going in the same direction, it's like a trend market. Maybe it's trending down or trending up. And you just get in and just follow the code and you can hold it. Like for instance, I could go for another 80 ticks off of this code 6, even though the other day the code 6 only went 60 ticks. Only 60 ticks. So it was kind of shallow. And I would, if I had the time right now to put into it, I would go ahead and do it. But I don't. I just want to get out of this trade, and I will get into another one when I have more time, probably tomorrow. I'll have more time tomorrow to trade again, and I will come back trading. Anyway, I'll come back to show the outcome of this trade. Okay, I just got back, and the trade still has not made it to the exit yet. So after calculating the code 6, I'm going to readjust the exit again to go 50 ticks higher. So I'm going to take it up to 34,925. This will be giving 80 ticks on the code 6 today. 925. Okay, so it's up higher now. Going to go for another 50 ticks. This is the 80 ticks from code 6 trade. So this is the proper exit to go for now. So what you can do basically is you can just follow the codes. If the codes keep telling you to go long, well then you just hold it to go long. If the codes say go back short, well then obviously you go back short. If the code says go back long again, well you go back long again. The whole entire time. Code 6, code 7, will tell you which direction it's going to go, short term. And then code 5 will tell you what it's going to do in a larger term, over a period of days. Code 5 is really super good. And then code 4 is, if you're an experienced trader, code 4 is your best code because you make a lot more ticks very easily. It takes more time though. Takes anywhere from a week to 3 weeks to make your ticks, but you can make 1,000 ticks on the Dow. You can make about 1,500. When I mean make it every time on the Forex, depending upon which one you're trading. Like the Euro, you can do even better than that. Last code 4 was worth 2,500 ticks on the Euro. So you can do quite well. And Bitcoin, actually Bitcoin was code 5. Yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff. You could base, you're master of the market using the codes. Anyway, I will be back to show the progression or at least the outcome of this trade. But the market's going to be opening up here soon, the USA market. And most likely what it's going to do is just shoot up to the exit. Now, it may go up much higher. It may go up another 200 ticks. So, but I'm going to keep the math really super high and go for what I'm going right now. Because this is really super good. Very, very high mathematics. using the codes, code 6 and code 7 right now. The last signal was a code 6. The signal before that was a code 7. Both of them indicating up, indicating go long. It's very powerful. Very powerful. And the one before that, it's another code 7 that was activated. So we've got 2 code 7s, possibly a third one coming up. In fact, yeah, probably, possibly a third one coming up. So it's, it may move up quite a bit from here. Anyway, I'll come back. But one thing I would like to talk about with respect to the codes is that trading in general can be very, very difficult to do, and it'll really mess with your mind. For instance, let's say a trade, you think it's going to go way up, and so you'll hold it, and it doesn't. It doesn't go way up, it goes back down, and you hold it, you take a loss. Or it goes up, and you could have had a nice winner, but you let it come all the way back down again, and maybe you even take a loss on it, or you don't make very much on it at all. And so then the next time you just take a small amount because you learn your lesson from the last time of trying to go for it. And on this next try, you should have went for it because it shot way, way up. I'm just giving a hypothetical scenario. So you make the wrong decision twice in a row. And so now you don't know what to do. You don't know if you should go for it. You don't know if you should just take a small amount. You don't know what to do. And you even lose your plan, and you lose your focus, and you start to let it get to you. And you start to think it's you, and maybe you're just unlucky or something like that. Not realizing this is all built into it, okay? If you know the codes, you have the key. Now you can know where to enter, where to exit, and do so with a very, very, very high mathematical chance of success. That's called the winning system. Yes, the stops can be large, but if you were to look at it on a chart, you would see that it makes absolute mathematical sense, because as you will see, what I demonstrate, my account will basically go higher. Yeah, I might take a loss here and there. It happens, but not that often, and I win so many more times than I lose. So it just comes out that my account just keeps going up. So this is the secret of the codes. The secret of just managing it, where you just take a certain amount every day and you're happy with that. Now you can up your contracts, how many contracts you're going to put into the trade, and you can control your money, how much money you make. Instead of trying to hit a big, big winner, you don't need it. You just need to have discipline and control. That's what the codes give to you by default, the discipline. The discipline, because you know exactly where to place your orders, and you just stick to that. You don't ever go against it. You just stick to it. Well, I shouldn't say ever go against it. Let's say it were to go up to my exit very quickly, and it came 5 ticks away from hitting but didn't hit and started coming back down. I'd get out. If I saw it, I'd go ahead and get out. But you don't need to do that with this system at all. You don't need to do it, because the mathematical chances of it hitting are very, very high. So this is the best system there is for trading for most all people, because most people, they'll make one mistake and that'll be it, and it's game over. Just one mistake. Hold this thing going the wrong way, and it moves on you a good amount, it's game over. Count gone. So you really have to be disciplined, especially when you trade the futures like I'm doing. But same with stocks. Stocks is the same exact thing. You think the stock's gonna go, you fall in love with it, you marry it, and then you hold on to it for life, and the thing goes down and you just ride it all the way down. It's happened to a lot of people.
and then they sell at the bottom, then it turns back around, and 2 years later, it's all the way back up to $60 a share again. I mean, that stuff happens all the time, like with United Airlines, stuff like that. There's so many. It's just a game. It's a game. And the code will give you the key to this game so that you can always get your trades right. Anyway, I'll come back.
Okay, the USA market just opened and it's going for the exit here. Getting close. I am just going to let it hit. I'm not going to go for any more because, again, this is about mathematics to me. And I just play the very, 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 very high math. And that way I win constantly over and over again. I don't need to go for a big trade. If I wanted to go for a big trade, I'd use a code 4. I would use a code 5. Code 5 is 200 to 400 ticks. So if I wanted to go with a bigger trade, I just go with a bigger code. Code 4, code 5 are bigger codes. Code 6 and 7 are smaller codes. Didn't quite make it there. Where did it go up to? 918. It's okay though. It'll make it. Came 7 ticks away though from the exit. But again, it'll make it. Anyway, I will come back. Yeah, see, you don't need to watch these trades. You don't need to panic over them or even worry about them. If you play really super high math like I do, by backing off on ticks. See, this trade would be a standard 120 tick trade, all the way to a 200 tick trade. But if you back off to 80 ticks, your math is really high. If you wanted to go to 100% math, you could back off to 40 ticks. But you don't need to. This is where I'm at right here is like a nice sweet spot. 80 ticks, super high math. Anyway, I'll come back. It does act like it's going to go up pretty big though. But I'm just playing the math. It's selling at the limit, so it's got the ask has got to hit the price, not just the bid. See what I'm saying? What did it go up to? Okay, that's incorrect for some reason. Let me take a look at another chart. No, it went up to 925, but the ask has to hit the price, not just the bid. The bid will hit the price first, but you can't sell there. You're selling at limit, so you're selling at the ask basically, or your bid price just didn't get hit, so that's why it didn't get me out right there. If I had gotten, if my exit was at market, like the stop is, it would already get me out at a market order right there. Which you can do. You can set them like that, but you don't need to. One more tick higher and it would have gotten me out. At 926 would have gotten me out for sure. Anyway, again, very, very high mathematics. When you trade, you don't want to trade on emotion. You don't want to trade on what you think it's going to do. You don't want to trade on fear. That looks like it's going to go down, right? It doesn't matter. Whether it does or doesn't makes no difference. Because the code says it will hit that price with a very high mathematical degree of success. When you trade by the math, not by what you think or what you feel or what your emotions are. Because if you do that, you'll just get tore up by the market basically, unless you're very experienced. If you're very experienced, well, then you could do well. But you have to learn how to control those things, and it makes it much more difficult than what it needs to be. And I'm only recording this video here so that you could see it. Otherwise, I would just walk away. I know that it will hit. It's not a question of whether it will hit or not. Anyway, I will come back. See, this is one way the market eats you up. let's say that you were in it long, you weren't playing any code or anything like that, and you wanted to just, make some money from it. Let's say you had some money into it. As it's coming back down, maybe you write it down more and more and don't take your profit, and then finally you jump out, taking hardly any profit at all, wasting your time the whole entire time. And then you kick yourself for not getting out up here because, you don't know where to get out at in a normal trading situation. But with the codes, you do. And you do not need to worry about it or be concerned about it or watch it or anything like that using these higher codes like this, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So like it looks like it's coming down, and it is coming down. But mathematics says it will go to this price, which it did go to that price. But it will go, that's a very conservative price right there. It will go higher than that. Pretty much guaranteed. How much higher, I can't say, but it will go higher. So we'll be able to get out up there when it does. Okay, here comes the exit. There it is right there. Okay, got me out. All right, so account is now at 278. And up from 245 is I think where I started a couple weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm not sure how long it's been because I haven't actually had the chance to do that much trading yet. But I am going to get the time to start doing a lot more trading here, and I will show off the codes. They are work like magic. And code 4, code 5. Code 4 is not that popular, but if you're a good trader and you got some money to work with, code 4 is the best. I will show it to you. It is absolutely amazing. I would like to make 1,000 ticks off everything, off one trade, with very good math. Well, that's code 4. Code 5 is also really super good. 200 to 400 ticks on average per each one. And it's fantastic. It works so good. You can actually make a lot more than that. That's being fairly conservative, but you can do even better. This thing's really moving. As you can see, I could have held on to it if I wanted to and went for it and hit something today. But I just wanted to show the mathematics, the high mathematics, being able to use the codes, know what your entry is, and then know what your exit is based upon the code. I think I changed my exit 2 times. And I did that based upon the codes. The codes were telling me to change the exit, to go for more. Anyway, it's really moving, as you can see, popping up really super good. Anyway, I will be back for some more trading and showing off the codes. I'm going to add in code 4 and code 5. You're going to really be impressed by code 5. It is absolutely amazing, and it works on everything. So you're free to trade whatever you want to trade, and it works on everything the same. Super good. You cannot believe how good it works. Anyway, I'll be back with much more trading and starting to teach about trading a lot more. How to place your orders, everything. Everything that I can think of, I will start teaching about, because I've been doing this for 20 years, so I certainly have a lot of experience, not just with the codes. Anyway, I'll be back. Happy trading.